my chest. I will not bend. Run it up, 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 run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment, that's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a kid, don't play with my name, you come with your...
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession. And it's the 7th-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His third NFL team, Carson Wentz.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Play action. Now Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Throwing now is Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Sims.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
There you go, partner. That's some old school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser fullback and let him get the job done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 16 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 8th play in this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. On play action, Wentz. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those 1st downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the 7th-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his 2nd season as a Lion.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last minute.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. This defense for the Commanders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And taken right at the 35. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retape the field for drive number 2. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Charles Harris. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Now the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Goff now to throw. That's into the hands of Reynolds. Shows off the quick feet as he takes this one up to the 20. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender. You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Logan Thomas was an interesting name to watch coming into 2021, but injuries limited him to just 6 games. If he can stay on the field, Washington really likes what he can do coming off of his breakout in 2020. There's a first down catch right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Once more, Gibson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Wentz. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he is out of bounds here.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Straight ahead, Gibson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Gibson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Now Joey Slye for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake, and it's gone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Goff now looks to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here's Washington now to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here, they've got it 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Complete, it's Dotson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Complete to Jahan Dotson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Wentz. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-0. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by the Logan Thomas touchdown catch. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Time for another look at this Lions offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Lions on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Jack Fox now.
In formation for the Lions.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Carson Wentz leading the Commander offense back to the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and slow more. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
On first down, Wentz. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wentz to throw. This pass hauled in by Dotson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Shotgun now for Wentz. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. On 2nd and 9, Goff. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff a handoff here to Swift. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. From the 50, it's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
On second down, Swift. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Washington.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd down and 3. On the draw, it's Gibson. Oh, able to avoid him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Sly able to put this one through, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We begin up in the Steel City. For years, this was Brady and Roethlisberger. No longer, but it's still New England and Pittsburgh. And just a field goal separating these two sides as they've gone to halftime. Kendrick Bourne, a touchdown catch in that first half. one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Goff. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
From the 29, Wentz over the middle, it's Thomas. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's a give to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Wentz steps away to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Good coverage there, holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Charles Harris getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Wentz, quick slant, Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Complete to Terry McLaurin. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll run. It's Gibson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun, Wentz. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the 3rd quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, This is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, it's really easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Washington offense going back to work.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Wentz.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here's Gibson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Charles Harris there on the stop. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. The offense on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and forever.
Gibson again.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, what a move. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. So here come the Lions now. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Goff's throw into the hands of Reynolds here.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
To the air again. Goff. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Intended for T.J. Hawkinson. Incomplete.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on fourth down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw again on second down. Goff. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
To James Mitchell. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Detroit Lions.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Lions are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Wentz on the bootleg. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. A give up the middle to Gibson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 93 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Once more, Gibson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now Wentz. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
At the 8-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Straight ahead, Gibson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. One more time with Gibson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Wentz now on third and goal. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Goff now looking to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's able to get it out of there. A nice little juke. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done now. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Commanders, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.